If you have a house help, you might want to hear this story. My husband and I are based in Port Harcourt. I'm a banker while my husband is a marine engineer. And we have 3 kids, 6, 3, and a 6-month toddler. Each time I give birth, my mother is always there to support me, and she will stay up to 1 year. So with her around, I didn't worry about my kids because they are always fine with her. So after I gave birth to my last child, my mom got sick and my sister in London took her. So before she left, I started looking for a house help through the agency here in Port Harcourt, and luckily for me, I got a 22-year-old. According to her, she said she stopped at primary 4. I decided to let her go back to school so that when she come back from school, she will take care of my kids. But she says she's not interested because all my kids are now going to school, including the 6 months. So because she wasn't interested in schooling, I resorted to paying her. The salary that I discussed with the agency was 70k every month. But I still give her 30k every middle of the month because I wanted her to be comfortable. And for the fact that it's agency that collects the salary, I don't know how much they pay her. So I decided to do that. Before she came in to live with us, I had to run a test on her because I needed her to be clean for my kids. Her only job was to make sure that the kids are fine. They eat on time, they sleep, they bathe. That was it. I have other staffs that comes in every 2 days to cook, to clean. 3 months after she moved in, my 6-year-old started complaining of stomach. At first, I thought it was warm, but it wasn't long. The second one started complaining. Even the first one was having a bloating tummy. It was on Friday, so I called in sick at work and I took them to hospital. They ran some tests on both of them and the results came out that it was food poisoning. After we came back, I had a meeting with all my domestic staff, including my maid, so that they will be careful with what my kids eat. But this kept going on and on. Every 1 month, I take my children to the hospital and they will be complaining of same thing. But the food poisoning continued and my kids were getting lean and lean each time. So my husband came back and I told him about it and he said to install camera in the house. He also suggested that he wouldn't want to let the domestic staff to know that there is a camera in the house so that he'll be able to monitor what is going on. Next weekend, which was Saturday and Sunday, I decided to give them 2 days leave so that the cameras will be installed, including my maid. My husband always spends months with us before going back to work each time he comes out. So during his stay with us, there was no food poisoning, the kids were healthy and everything was going normal. He checks the camera every time to monitor, but everything seems fine. 2 days after he left, I was in my office less busy. I decided to stroll through the camera to check what was going on in the house. What I saw surprised me. I noticed the movement of my maid from the toilet with a cup to the kitchen where she was making my case food. There was no camera inside the toilet, so I didn't know what she came out with, but I saw her walking straight to the kitchen with that thing in her hand. I watched her pour the substance inside my kids' food and she went straight to feeding them with egg. I screenshot those footage and I kept quiet until I came back from work. I didn't want to alert her. I wanted to catch her red-handed, so I didn't talk about it when we got back. Rather, I inspected my kids and I asked them questions if they noticed any tests in their food, but my son said no. The next day, I checked my phone again and I saw her doing the same exercise. I called her on the spot and I asked her what she was doing with that cup from the bedroom to the kitchen. She was so shocked. I caught her looking around to know maybe if something was watching her or maybe if I was there. Ran back inside the toilet and dropped the item she was carrying. I came back with officers and I got her arrested. That was where she confessed that she has been putting urine in my children's food ever since she came. The only time she did not put it was when my husband was around.